Hi, my name is Casey Archield. I am a second grade teacher here at T.L. Pink Elementary in Lamar Consolidated ISD. And today, my wonderful class, we are working on measurement. This is basically continuing from last week. Last week we started with measurement and we learned our standard tools of measuring, which would be our ruler, our yardstick, and our measuring tape. And then on today, we wanted to go ahead and add in our estimating and how they had to be able to estimate the inches of the length of things, as far as just being able to just use their mind and their eyes and just kind of guessing. Last week we also worked on our non-standard tools, which was our towels, our color towels, our paper clips, how to measure with pencils, and how to measure with markers. So we're putting all that together into one to continue from last week onto this week for the measuring lesson. We've been talking about measurement, right? Okay, and so within our measurement, what are some standard tools of measurement that we learned about? Nathan?
A ruler.
A ruler. We learned how to use a ruler for what?
Inches.
For inches and measuring. What else? What other standard tool have we learned about or we've practiced? Iris? A yardstick. Okay. Jazz?
Measuring tape.
And a measuring tape. Was there anything else? No, that was it. Okay, so we use a standard tool. We use our ruler, we use our yardstick, and we use our measuring tape. What will I use a measuring tape for? Marisol? To wrap it around my body. So to wrap it around my body, I want to measure my what?
Waist.
My waist. Okay. What would I use a ruler for? The inches side of the ruler. What would I use that for? Trayvon?
Like a carpet.
A carpet with the ruler?
Yeah.
You want to? If we measure this carpet, we want to use a ruler? No. What would we use? A yardstick. Why would we use a yardstick and not a ruler? Ruby?
Because a yardstick is more longer than a ruler.
It's longer, right? So it'll help us, because if we use rulers to measure this carpet, about how many rulers do you think we're going to use?
Four.
Maybe 4 or 3?
3.
Do you see what you just did?
Estimate.
You estimated. What was the key word that I said that made you estimate or think about estimating?
Yes.
What was the key word I said? I didn't say guess. What'd I say? I said, if I want to measure this carpet, about how many rulers would I need? What's that key word I said that made you think of estimate?
How many?
I didn't say that.
About.
About. When I said about, everybody's faces did like this. What were you doing when your face did like that?
Estimating.
You were estimating, or you were?
Thinking.
You were thinking. And so when you were thinking, you were trying to do what?
You were trying to see how much rulers you need for the carpet.
You were trying to visualize how many rulers would I need to measure the carpet. So the question we want to ask is, how can you use what you know about length to solve a measuring problem? How can you use what you already know about length to solve a measuring problem? I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to turn and talk to your neighbor, your desk mates, about how do you think you can use what you know about length to solve a measurement problem. Green light. What you already know about length to solve a measuring problem. What do you know? What do you already know that you can use to give you an answer for if you're trying to measure something with length?
A yardstick.
A yardstick. Okay, so while we're trying to find that answer, we know that we can use what for length? Standard tools, right? Anything else we can find for our length with our tools? The question we want to ask is, how can you use what you know about length to solve a measuring problem? How can you use what you already know about length to solve a measuring problem? I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to turn and talk to your neighbor, your desk mates, about how do you think you can use what you know about length to solve a measurement problem. Green light. I hear somebody saying using some color tiles over here because he knows about, color tiles are going to do what for length? Okay, what do you already know about length? You can measure with standard tools, and you can also measure with non-standing tools, non-standard tools as well to find your what?
Length.
To find your length. All right. Right here. So we're on this one. So you want to click blue. So your blue is going to be how long? About 13 inches, okay. And then we need a green. How long is the green ribbon? 8. Let's put it underneath. Draw it underneath to compare it. Thank you. Why did Jackie make this one shorter than that one? What's up? What's going on with the two ribbons? Jordan. A little bit louder. Because 13 is a bigger number than 8. So, because 13 is a bigger number than 8, what does that tell me? What am I seeing though? I know 13 is a bigger number than 8, but what am I seeing when I put it towards measuring, towards the ribbons? Thank you. The green one is going to be shorter than the blue one. Okay. Thank you. So we know that this one is 13 and we know that this one is 8. 13 inches. Did either one of the students who came up here, did they have a ruler? No. They estimated. So they didn't use a ruler to say, oh, this is going to be 13 or this is going to be 24. They never used a ruler. They estimated, and that is what we are focusing on, estimating. We're doing our estimating for today. What we're going to work in now, I'm going to break you off into centers. And I will pull, when you come to my center, we'll work more on estimating. So nervous. Oh, yeah. We are going to learn how to measure now in centimeters. We can compare centimeters and inches because on your ruler, you always have what two sides on a ruler? You always have centimeters and inches on a ruler. Look at your ruler. Look at your rulers. Which side? What do you compare? What do you notice about the centimeters and the inches side?
That the inches have wider spaces.
That the inches have wider spaces between the number. Okay.
That inch has the number stops at 12 and the centimeter stops at 30.
Oh, Iris said that the inch side, the number stops at 12, and the centimeter side, the number stops at what? 30. Okay, so let's look. Samuel said first that the spaces between the inches were what? Were wider. How many spaces, if you can count on your ruler, how many spaces are between the 0 and the 1 on the inches? How many spaces are between it? On the inches.
11. Oh, no.
How many spaces?
About 15.
About 15. Let's see. Here's your 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. About 9 spaces in between. And how many spaces? I'm sorry. That was centimeters. Miss Archield was wrong. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. On a ruler. On a ruler. We measure length. Is that it? Is that all we learned today? I thought we did that last week. We touched on that this week, but what are some other things that we learned today? Kennedy. A little bit louder.
Estimate.
One more time. What did we do?
Estimate!
Thank you. I was so sleepy just a minute ago, and now you all woke me up. Good job. So we learned how to estimate, right?